The very first baseball All-Star game was played in Chicago Comiskey Park on July 6, 1933, and was won by the American League, defeating the National League 4-2. Babe Ruth hit a home run in that game, and it was played in 2 hours and 5 minutes. The first Negro League East-West All-Star game took place on September 10th in Comiskey Park in Chicago, 1933. And it was the inspiration. The game was formed on the inspiration of writers Roy Sparrow and Bill Nunn. And Gus Greenlee, Negro National League president, was a driving force behind having this game. Oscar Charleston got the most votes. Votes were taken through black newspapers around the country. And Oscar Charleston, Pittsburgh Crawford's first baseman, got the most votes, with Bill Foster of the Chicago American Giants getting the second most votes in 1933. The East squad had 17 players, and the West squad had 16 players. Apparently the West really wanted to win. There were no subs into the games. The 9 starters played a complete game, including Willie Foster pitching a complete game. It was won by the West team 11-7. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian at Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 3 of the 1938 Super Series between the Homestead Grays and the champions of the Negro Leagues and the champions of the White Major Leagues, the New York Yankees. We've had our introductions. Let's play ball. Spud Chandler takes the mound for the Yankees. We're using basic Apba. Do not have these steal ratings for either team, so it's basic stealing, except I give the catchers a chance to throw the runners out. And it's a small chart I have. We'll talk about my base stealing system at the end of this video. And today I'll be using the Merino boards in a basic way, letter grades for the pitchers. I just like that there's these smaller boards to handle and just easier for me to work. Now, if they have a runner with a chance on third base with a chance to score on a sacrifice fly, I score them on medium and deep fly balls. Shallow fly balls, they have to hold third base. All right, here we go. Jerry Benjamin steps into the box for the Homestead Grays. Spud Chandler is on the mound. He's a grade C. He's got a Z modifier for control. 6'4" to Benjamin is a, well, what do you know, base on balls. Benjamin is fast. We could hit and run. Vic Harris is the batter. He's the player manager of the Homestead Grays. And I believe I will go to the basic book and hit and run. Harris gets a 2-1. That's a 30. The fly out to left field, and Benjamin will have to retreat and go back to first base. Hit and run play is not successful. 1 out, and here is Josh Gibson. He's 2 for 7 in the series with a home run and 2 RBIs. 46 to Gibson is a 12. That is a hard hit ball to third base. It's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Yankees coming to bat. Roy Partlow of the Homestead Grays was a key member of the Grays pitching staff from 1938 through 1943. He was brought into White Major League Baseball with the Brooklyn Dodgers, but he was already 35 or 36 years old at that time and too old for the major leagues. But he played with Jackie on the Nashua Dodgers. Here's a pitch to Frank Rossetti, leading off for the Yankees. 3-5 is a base on ball, so just like the Grays started, they get a free pass. Rossetti has average speed at first base. Red Wolf. 21 is a fly ball to center field. Jerry Benjamin is under it and makes the catch for the Grays. One away. Here's the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio in the series is 4 for 7 with a homer and 4 RBIs. 3-2 is a 26. It's a ground ball to the second baseman, Matt Carlisle, who throws to shortstop at second to get Corsetti. 4-6. DiMaggio's on with a fielder's choice. He's a fast runner. And now Lou Gehrig. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Vic Harris makes the catch, and the Yankees are retired in the first. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Buck Leonard will lead off the top of the second inning for the Grays. He is known as the Black Lou Gehrig. Here's the pitch to Buck Leonard. 1-2 is a 25. That's a ground ball to Joe Gordon at second base. Gordon throws to Gehrig at first, and Leonard is retired with the first out in the second inning. Here's the third baseman, Henry Spearman. Fly ball to Tommy Heinrich in right field, 2 outs. Here is Matt Carlisle. And 3-2 is a ground ball to Gordon. 3 up and 3 down for the Grays. We go to the bottom of the second. There's still no score. Hall of Fame catcher Bill Dickey steps in the box for New York. He is one Hall of Famer who trained another Hall of Famer, Yogi Berra, in catching duty. 64 is a 36. That's ball 1. 6-5 is a pop out behind home plate. The catcher, Josh Gibson, throws away the mask and makes the catch. 1 down. Tommy Heinrich. Fly ball to left field. 2 outs. And now Flash Gordon. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Jelly Jackson. Throw to first. Good defender over there. 3 outs. We go to the top of the third. No score. Spud Chandler goes back to the mound to pitch the third inning. He was a great Yankee. He was a Yankee throughout his career from 37 to 47. And he was the American League MVP in 1943 when he won 20 games, lost 4, and I think he had about a 1.65 ERA. He had an incredible season in 1943. Big Jim Williams steps into the box for the Homestead Grays. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. Joe Gordon makes the play, and Williams is out. 1 out. Here is light-hitting shortstop Jelly Jackson, good defender, but hit only about 205 in 1938 for the Grays. He was also a fast runner, 62. 2-7 is a ground ball to the left side, taken by the third baseman, Red Wolf. 2 outs. And now the Homestead Gray pitcher, Roy Partlow. Partlow hit 243 in league competition in 38. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Corsetti throws to first, and Spud Chandler has faced a minimum through 3. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. All right, here's George Twinkletoes Selkirk leading off the bottom of the third for the Yankees. 1-1 rolls a hit, Colin roll for Selkirk. And that is going to settle in for a drive to right field. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. A home run for George Selkirk, putting the Yankees on the board, 1-0. Here is Spud Chandler. Chandler is from Commerce, Georgia, and he played football and track in college at the University of Georgia, also played baseball. Played halfback on the football team and threw a touchdown pass to help defeat Yale in 1929. Here's the pitch to Chandler. 1-1, that's a 5. For Chandler, that's going to be a double for Spud Chandler. And the Yankees start off with a lot of noise here in the bottom of the third inning. They're on the board with no outs. We got another runner in scoring position. Frankie Crosetti. Partlow goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Crosetti. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for the Yankees. And that is going to be a double, scoring Chandler. 2-0 New York, and this is an explosive team. Partlow will have to try to get it together. He's pitching to Red Rolf. Rolf is an underrated player. He was one of the main cogs of their dynasty in the late 30s. Hit 311 in 1938, topped that with 329 and 39. I think he led the American League in hits in 1939. Here's the pitch from Partlow to Red Rolf. 140 is going to be a fly ball to left field. And Vic Harris makes the catch. One away. Joe DiMaggio. Two-six is a ground ball to second base. Runner goes to third. 2 outs. Here's Lou Gehrig. Gehrig in the series has gone 3 for 8 with 2 doubles and an RBI coming into the game. He's 3 for 9 now, hitting .333. He's followed by Bill Dickey. They're going to go ahead and pitch to Gehrig. 6-6 roll is a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, and a big inning for the Yankees. 4-0 New York. Bill Dickey. 5-2 is a 27, and that will end the inning with a ground out to third base, 5-3. But the Yankees, on 2 home runs and 2 doubles, score 4. We go to the top of the 4th. Yankees 4, Homestead Grays nothing. It's the top of the order, and Jerry Benjamin steps into the box, batting left-handed against Spud Chandler. That's a hit column roll for Jerry Benjamin. 14 is going to be a double for Benjamin. Leadoff double puts a runner in scoring position. Vic Harris, the left fielder, 297 hitter in 1938, steps into the box. He is 2 for 8 coming into today's game with a double and a stolen base. 2-3 to Vic Harris is a 26. Round out the second, and Benjamin will go to third. 1 out. Here is the dangerous Josh Gibson. 3-6 to Gibson is a 14. That's a base on balls. Pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah. So Gibson takes first. Chandler working carefully to the superstar. He's got another difficult task here, though. Buck Leonard steps into the box. 46 is a 12. Hard ground ball to first. Gehrig's got it. Throws to second. Back to first. It's a inning-ending 3-6-3 double play, and they get runners on the corners with 1 out, and the Grays don't score. Tommy Heinrich steps into the box here in the bottom of the 4th inning. He flied out the left his first time up. 26 is going to be hit on the ground to second base. Matt Carlisle's up with it, throws to first. 1 down. Joe Gordon. Read the biography of Tommy Heinrich, and it seemed like one of his biggest fears while playing in the major leagues would be getting traded to the St. Louis Browns. That was kind of a motivator for him to play his very best at all times. 54 is a fly ball to right field. 2 outs. And here is Twinkle Toes. One, two is a ground ball to second base. Matt Carlisle's up with it, throws to first. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 5th. 4-0 Yankees. Henry Spearman leads off for the Homestead Grays. They got off the last inning to a great start with a leadoff double, but they didn't score. Here's that hit column roll for Spearman. 26 is another double to lead off the inning. Spearman is 1 for 2. Average speed at second base. Matt Carlisle. It's important that the Grays get something in this inning to try to get back into this game. Here's the pitch to Carlisle. 41 is a 24. Popped out to the shortstop, so that was a wasted out for the Grays. Runner's not advanced. Here's Big Jim Williams. Good hit. Batting .500 in the series, 4 for 8. Here's the pitch to Williams. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Tommy Heinrich has it measured, makes the catch. A rated fast runner could tag and go to third, but he is not rated fast. Spearman is average. So Williams out, goes for naught. And now we're to the light hitting Jelly Jackson. But Jackson gets into one. That's a drive to the power alley in left center field. DiMaggio's giving chase. There's a big center field in Yankee Stadium, and it's going to be a triple for Jelly Jackson. And RBI, the Homestead Grays are on the board. Spearman scores. 4-1 Yankees. That brings up the pitcher, Roy Partlow. Chandler cannot rest here, though. He's a 243 hitter in 38, so he can't swing the bat. Here's the pitch to Partlow. 21 is a fly ball to left. That'll end the inning. It's caught by Twinkle Toes Selkirk. Grays score once. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Yankees 4 and the Homestead Grays 1. All right, Spud Chandler will bat first for the Bronx Bombers. 45 is going to be a base on balls. Chandler's been on base twice. He's doubled and walked. Here, Frankie Crosetti. Crosetti will square around and will bunt, except it's a foul ball for strike 1. Still trying to bunt. 44 is an 8. That will be a ground ball to the pitcher. He picks up the bunt, throws to Joe Gordon covering first. It is a successful sacrifice. Chandler goes to second. 1 down. Here's Red Rolf, 311 hitter. 2 for 10 in this series. 25 is an 8 against a C. That could get it done. Let's see. That's a base hit. And the runner scores unless Chandler is slow. I'm automatically playing the slow runner is safe unless I say otherwise. Let's check his running rating. His average speed, so Chandler will score on the single. RBI for Red Rolf. 5-1 Yankees. Here's Joe DiMaggio. Bats with a wide stance, does not stride. Here's the pitch to the Yankee Clipper. 32 is a 26 with a man on first. Fielder's choice, ground ball to Matt Carlisle. So Rolf is out at second, and DiMaggio's the runner at first. Lou Gehrig. 2 outs, 1 run in. Here's the pitch to Gehrig. 45 is the base on balls. DiMaggio goes to second. Gehrig goes to first. Free pass. And now Bill Dickey. 1-3 is another base on balls. Bases are loaded. And it is Tommy Heinrich's turn to bat in Murderer's Row. Heinrich is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 4-3 is a ground ball to Jelly Jackson, who throws to first. That's the end of the inning. The Yankees score once. We go to the top of the sixth. New York 5, Homestead 1. All right, Jerry Benjamin will lead off for the Grays. He's been doing his job as a leadoff hitter. He's been on base twice, walked, doubled. Here's the pitch from Spud Chandler to Jerry Benjamin, 42. 9 against the C. They're going to get him out this time. And that is going to be popped up on the infield. And that pop-up is claimed by Joe Gordon. 1 out in the sixth. Vic Harris. 3-5 is a same thing. Pop up in the infield behind first base. Gordon's giving chase, makes the catch. Josh Gibson. That's a walk. Average speed at first. Here's Buck Leonard. Gibson in the 38th season was still a teenager. Here's the pitch to, he was 19. Here's the pitch to Buck Leonard. 1-4 is a fly out to the left fielder, Twinkletoe Selkirk. 3 outs. Goes to the bottom of the sixth inning. The Yankees 5 and the Grays 1. Bottom of the Yankee order is scheduled to hit in the sixth inning, Gordon, Selkirk, and Chandler. Should note that there is a travel day built into the World Series. First 2 games are played at one city, and then they have a travel day. So that's considered with the starting rotations. We're on our 3rd spot in rotation today, but 4 days have gone by, and so we'll go back to the number 1 spot in the rotation tomorrow. Here is Joe Gordon. 5-6 is a 34. That has a Y, and Partlow has the Y modifier. It's a strikeout. Gordon goes back to the dugout, strikeout victim. He's 0 for 3 today. Here is Twinkletoes. 21 is a fly to right. And the right fielder for Homestead is Jim Williams. He makes the catch, 2 outs. Spud Chandler. Had a big day all around for Chandler. 25 is a 9 against a C. That will be popped on the infield, caught by, nope, that's a Y. It's got a Y modifier. So Chandler is struck out. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. Let's go to the 7th. 5-1, New York. Henry Spearman leads off the 7th. This will be the fatigue inning for Spud Chandler. 3 bad things happen. His grade will go down 1 letter. Here's a pitch to Spearman, who has doubled and scored. In this game, 24 is a ground ball to the shortstop. The Yankee shortstop, Frankie Crossetti's got it, throws to first. 1 down. Here is Matthew Lick Carlisle. 2-3 is hit on the ground to second base. Gordon throws to Gehrig, 2 outs. Big Jim Williams. 1-5 is a base hit for Williams. That's only the 4th hit off Spud Chandler. Williams' average speed of first. Here's the shortstop, Jelly Jackson. 32 is a 26 ground out to second base. Homestead Grays are pushed aside in the top of the 7th. Still 5-1 Yankees. Frank Rossetti will lead off the bottom of the 7th for the Yankees. He had a long association with that organization. He's got 17 World Series rings. That's an indication of his association with the Yankees. Actually, he didn't have 17. I think a couple of years he took an engraved shotgun instead of the rings. Here's the pitch to Crossetti. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Jerry Benjamin's under it, makes the catch. 1 away. Crossetti was known to do the hidden ball trick at shortstop sometimes. Here is Red Wolf. 23. Ground ball back to Partlow. Throw to first, 2 outs. Now Joe DiMaggio. 52 is a ball that's hit on the ground. To third. Henry Spearman throws out Joe DiMaggio. We go to the top of the 8th inning. 5-1 New York. Graves will start with a pitch hitter in the top of the 8th inning. That's Tommy Dixie Dukes. And warming up in the bullpen is Louis Dula. He'll pitch the bottom of the 8th inning for the Grays. Here's the pitch to Dixie Dukes. 1-5 is a 8 against a C. That's going to be a base hit for the pitch hitter Dukes. Average speed at first. Jerry Benjamin. Benjamin is 1 for 2. He's been on base twice. That's 2 bad things to happen to Chandler. 1 more, and his grade will go down to D. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a good thing that happened to Chandler. That's a 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs. Base is clear, and Homestead Grays are now down to the last 4 outs. Vic Harris. 5-3 is a 17. And that's a fly ball to Tommy Heinrich in right field. For the 3rd out, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Yankees still 5, and the Grays 1. The Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, leads off the bottom of the 8th. Yankees are up by 4. 21 is the roll. Fly ball to right field. Jim Williams is under and makes the catch. Bill Dickey. 1-5 is going to be a base hit for Dickey off Louis Dula, who, by the way, is a grade D pitcher. First hit for Dickey today. Slow runner at first will play it safe. Tommy Heinrich comes to bat. Dula pitched yesterday. He pitched 1 inning yesterday, got the save. 55 is going to be a hit. Runner goes to second. Yankees have something cooking here with Joe Gordon due to bat. 6-2 is a 22. Ground ball to Buck Leonard at first. He muffs it. E3, first error of the game, and the bases are full of Yankees. George Twinkletoes Selkirk. Can Selkirk put a quarter in the merry-go-round and blow this game sky high? Here's the pitch to Selkirk. 36 is a base on balls that will push across Bill Dickey and keep the bases loaded. RBI walk is 6-1. Spud Chandler. Let's see. Chandler's had 2 bad things happen. He's going to go ahead and pitch that 9th inning. 6-3 is a fly ball to left field. Let's roll for the depth. 3 through 6 would be deep enough to score the runner. And it is very deep. It scores Heinrich. Sacrifice fly makes it 7-1. Chandler has really helped his cause with the bat today. He has doubled and scored, walked and scored, and now driven in a run with a sacrifice fly. Frankie Crossetti. Crossetti keeps the line moving. Gordon scores on a base hit. Selkirk goes to third. RBI single for Frank Crossetti, and it's 8-1 New York, and the horse is out of the barn. Red Wolf. 21 will fly out the center field. That ends the inning. But the Yankees score 3 times. We go to the ninth, New York 8, and the Homestead Grays 1. Well, if anyone could hit a 7-run home run, that would be Josh Gibson, but it can't be done. Gibson leads off the top of the ninth for Homestead. 5-6 popped up to the catcher. Bill Dickey throws away the mask and makes the catch. 1 down. Here is Buck Leonard. 1-1. That's a drive by Buck Leonard. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A home run for Buck Leonard. 8-2. Leonard touches them all. He has now hit his second home run in the series. Henry Spearman. 46 is a ground ball to third. Thrown out by Red Rolfe. Last out for the Homestead Grays, second baseman Matt Carlisle comes to bat. And 3-2 will do it. That's a 26 ground ball to Joe Gordon. Pats the glove, throws to first. That final score, the New York Yankees 8 and the Homestead Grays 2. We'll be back with a wrap-up. The Homestead Grays scored 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. And the Yankees scored 8 runs on 8 hits, and they committed no errors. The winning pitcher was Spud Chandler, 9 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. White Partlow takes the loss, 7 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. The runs against Dula in that 8th inning were unearned. But Partlow's runs were earned. Home runs in the game by Lou Gehrig, 2-run homer. George Twinkletoes Selkirk got 1, a solo homer. Both those came in the Yankees' explosive 3rd inning when they scored 4 runs. Buck Leonard hit 1 out in the 9th for the Homestead Grays. Star of the game today was Spud Chandler, both offensively and defensively. He pitched the 9 innings, got the complete game victory, but he also scored 2 runs and drove in 1, doubled, walked, and had a sacrifice fly. I was asked by Clinton Bowman to explain my stealing system for basic Apba. And of course, you know, the 14s with an asterisk and the 11s and some 10s with a runner on base allows for base runners to steal bases in Apba, but that is generated by the game and not the manager's decision. And I have to hold to that, except for I do give the catcher a chance to throw the base runner out, and that's this chart here. Catchers that are rated 9 on defense throw the base runner out 11-26, throw an arrow on 66. So you can pause your video and screen share this one, or screen save. Hit the Windows button and then the print screen button, same after you hit the Windows button, holding the Windows button down to save a picture of this little chart that I used to give catchers the opportunity to throw out base stealers. When numbers come up in Apba that give steal results or runner caught stealing on the play result within the game, I will generally ignore those. I may decide to steal the base, give the catcher a chance to throw, or I might not decide to steal the base. Sometimes that comes up with a runner on second stealing third. Less, you know, it's really kind of like with 2 outs that you'd never do that in a game. So I make a decision on those results. When I use the Marino boards, and if I have the master stealing ratings, I use the master rules for stealing. If I got the base stealing results for both teams. Another way you can go is take your fast runners on your basic team that doesn't have master steal ratings, the fast runners, and you could put those names in Steve's CompuDuck, Appa baseball card generator, to see what their steal ratings would be, and use the Marino boards or the master stealing system that way. Anyway, that's a brief discussion on how I do basic stealing in Appa, giving the catchers an opportunity to throw out the base runners. Well, thanks for watching. That'll do it for this video. Have a good day, and God bless.